reveals that the core of the human brain is the locus coeruleus, which is a structure that is black because it contains large amounts of neuromelanin, which is essential for its operation. 2, black infants sit, crawl, and walk sooner than whites. 3, Carol Barnes notes that human mental processes are controlled by melanin, that same chemical which gives blacks their superior physical and mental abilities. 4, some scientists have revealed that most whites are unable to produce melanin because their pineal glands are often calcified or non-functioning. Pineal calcification rates with Africans are 5 to 15%, Asians 15 to 25%, and Europeans 60 to 80%. This is the chemical basis for the cultural differences between blacks and whites. And 5, melanin endows blacks with greater mental, physical, and spiritual abilities, something which cannot be measured based on Eurocentric standards. End quote. Let that sink in. Melanin endows black people with greater mental, physical, and spiritual abilities.
The reason why these white supremacists are becoming more and more aggressive, if you look at what's happening around the world right now, the world is becoming less hospitable for people who are, let's just say, napkin complexion. It's becoming more hospitable for somebody who has melanin. Let me give you a prime example. The sun, the ozone layer. There's been cases of melanoma that's been rising, which doesn't make sense because over the past 3 years, at least 2 of those past 3 years, people were on the inside. Why has it risen so much steadily and hasn't decreased any, despite the fact that people have been on the inside? Why is it that the ozone layer is going away? I mean, people are saying that, well, that's a natural byproduct of climate change. Yeah, but I think part of it is that's the way of the earth saying, hey, listen, you group of people who are the global minority, you've been terrorizing this planet. You've been disproportionately polluting this whole planet, and you've been causing widespread chaos wherever you go. So we got a solution for you. And that's something that has nothing to do with us. That's a fact. Going into the future, you're going to need melanin. Seriously. The more sun exposure, the more UV ray exposure out there, the more you're going to need a little bit more melanin just to even survive. So the planet right now, even nature is on our side right now, black folks. Do you not see that? Do you not see the fact that because of all the energy problems that we're having around the world, that the African continent is in a great position to become an energy middleman? Do you realize that right now? Do you realize that right now, when you look around the world, you're seeing white supremacists attack power stations, just like I told you 5 months ago. 5 months ago, I had a video go viral where I revealed this white supremacist hand manual called FMJ 2003. And I said, they're going to target they're going to target power stations, they're going to target water supplies, and they're going to do this to try to basically push a civil war, because you would only push a civil war when you feel that is your last option. White supremacists realized that 2022 was when the clock started. 22 plus 18 is 2040, and that is the official date in which white people are no longer the majority. So they're pushing this because white supremacy is on its last knees. It's on its last bastion, and that's what's happening. So black folks, the time to tap dance and go along to get along, those days are over. You are in a power position at this point, because either way, you're going to win. You just got to survive at this point. So keep that in mind. If I tell you nothing else, just make it past 2040 and you're going to see some noticeable differences. In fact, if you walk outside right about now lately, you might have already been noticing it. But don't worry, in about 5 years, you're going to walk outside, you're going to say, wow, it's gotten awfully dark out here. It's happening right before your very eyes. The world's not ending. Melanin is just taking over. And to some, that's world ending. Black folks, there's a reason why.
So that Deuteronomy 7:6, for thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about melanin for a second. Our melanin itself makes us superior to you so-called whites. I'm going to say it again. Our melanin itself makes us superior to you so-called whites. The Most High, he cursed you. That's why you're leprous. That's why you lack melanin in your skin. That was a curse from the Most High. I know scientists, they try to prove reasoning behind why you all lack melanin. Go back to Genesis. Go back. Read the Bible. Your history is in there. why you don't have melanin in your skin. And not only that, Most High was perfect in his doing, because you need melanin to absorb UV lights from the sun, which is why the sun is annihilating so-called whites on a very severe level that nobody is really talking about. So let's get into it. We know being God's chosen people made us superior to all nations upon the face of the earth. Our melanin makes us wiser, more spiritual, stronger. That's scriptural, because it literally says that one people shall be stronger than the other people, the elder shall serve the younger. Go back and read in Genesis 25, y'all. But let's get to the point. I want to talk about how so-called white people cannot handle the sun. They can't handle the UV lights that comes from the sun, but yet the Most High chosen people, so-called black people, we absorb. It's our melanin that absorbs the UV light that the sun lets off, thus causing healing to our body, rejuvenation, regeneration of our cells. New cells heal diseases in your body. It makes us stronger. It makes us wiser, okay? The Most High said the earth was made for your sake. He's talking to the Israelites. So understand that sun up in that sky is here for your sake. It's here to better you, to strengthen you, to make you stronger, to renew your cells, to renew your damaged cells that Esau keep purposely trying to damage by blocking out the sunlight. Get y'all butts up out that house and get up in the sun. These people want to be in the sun so bad that they're willing to jeopardize their own life and put themselves more at risk of getting melanoma, cancer, which is the #1 cancer that so-called whites are dying from, that's specifically caused from being in the sun. But let's take a look at these compilations.
Okay, it's not a secret that white people, we were not meant for the fucking sun. Like, we literally have no melanin in our skin, and melanin is what protects people from the sun. We don't have that. And so I burn very, very easily, like the majority of white people. Unfortunately, my skin is an asshole, and I had to have skin cancer removed when I was 17 years old. And I've had it removed 2 or 3 times since. I've got a gnarly scar on my back because of it. That was fucking scary. And because of that, I've always been ultra cautious in the sun. Whenever I go to the beach, I live in Florida, so we love the beach. We have a tarp and umbrellas and a shitload of sunscreen, and it is reapplied all day long. And I stay in the fucking shade unless I'm playing in the water, and I don't go out for more than a few minutes at a time because of my skin's sensitivity to the sun. So yesterday was Father's Day, and the kids and my husband and myself, we wanted to go family day at the beach. Perfect day, right? We go, and lately my skin has been burning easier than normal, which is crazy because it already burns ridiculously easy. But I'm under the umbrella, I am under the tarp all day long. I reapply the sunscreen, I reapply. And lately, it's just not doing anything. Nothing. Like, look at my fucking skin here. Okay, so here's my chest. Like, you can see how burned I am. And then, like, look. Look at that. That shit hurts so fucking bad. And that is with being in the shade. And SPF 50 reapplied all day long. This is a direct effect of climate change. 125%. People didn't burn this easily before. And this is something that you can see in real time. This is unreal. Unreal. Okay, it's not a secret that white people, we were not meant for the fucking sun. Like, we literally have no melanin in our skin, and melanin is what protects people from the sun. We don't have that. And so I burn very, very easily, like the majority of white people. Unfortunately, my skin is an asshole, and I had to have skin cancer removed when I was 17 years old. And I've had it removed 2 or 3
It's called acute body radiation, all right? When we look at pheomelanated people, look up who has that phenotype. I'm talking, all right? So pause it and look it up if I say something that you might not know. But when we look at pheomelanated people, I seen a so-called white man yesterday, actually. This nigga was red from all the way, like, from, you know what I'm saying, from here to there. He was red. But this nigga's legs was white as snow. I said, okay, so acute body radiation is what's going on. See, the thing is, I'm not red. I know I got this filter, but if I take it off, like, let's see if I can get rid of it. I can't, but I'm not red. These niggas are saying red bone. I'm like, where? See, these are titles and things that they came up with, and ultimately that shit don't make no sense. But we can look at him and see the difference in our integumentary system. I'm not red like him. He's inflamed from the inside out, because that's what the sun does to multicellular organisms that shouldn't be here. This is the reason why they're getting off of the planet. You see what I'm saying? Niggas think it's about feelings. I'm like, if you knew what was happening to you on a cellular level, wouldn't you just want to get out? Or like, would you want to keep going, but these are the same people that tell us what ethics and morality is. These niggas want to fuck themselves off. I don't feel how they feel in their body. Like, it was a white lady that was walking. She was like, we not hot. We not the same species. I'm built for this shit. You're the one who's not. So you're undergoing acute body radiation, which is causing you to heat up from you gotta realize we not the same as them. So you can't do shit how they're doing it. You can't do it. That's deteriorating your cells. It's deteriorating your cells. So find and be creative about not, you know what I'm saying, dismantling it.
Hello, my RH negative friends and family. I hope you're all doing well today. How many of you have sensitivity to the sunlight? Because I'm starting to think it's not just me anymore, guys. I literally get sick to my stomach when I'm out in the sun. I start to feel nauseous and I overheat very easily. And sometimes it's not even just sunlight. Like fluorescent lights, they mess with my vision. Like certain lighting can really throw me off. And when I'm out in the sun, I don't tan, I just burn. Not to mention, I have dyshydrotic eczema that flares up when I'm in the sun. So, do you guys have sensitivity to the sunlight? Or any kind of lighting at that? I'd love to hear what you guys think about this. Like, comment, and follow for more RH negative videos.
The sun is my truest enemy, and every freckle I get, I have to go, oh no, I gotta go to the doctor to make sure that's not death. So
you said a very good point. That is why the white supremacists, they march at night. Remember those idiots with the tiki torches? No, but I'm just telling you, like all of those Nazis, they march at night because they are too white. The sun is the worst enemy of the white supremacists. Yes, my friend.
I just like to clarify that was not my point.
No, you know, honey, that it wasn't your point, but I am just referring to your people.
So at the risk of sounding absolutely batshit crazy, the general consensus says that there's something going on with our sun. We know this. At what point do we unite and start demanding answers, though? Because it's not right. I don't know why we are just accepting it. I don't know how we can just go along with our lives and pretend like this isn't happening. My almost 10-year-old son came out this morning with me to do chicken chores. When the sun was starting to come up, we should be able to look at the sun. When it is coming up, we should be able to watch the sun go down. Sun gazing is a thing. It is really good for you, and we are not able to do it. My son came outside and freaked, and he goes, "Whoa, I can't even look at the sun." And it was first thing this morning. And I looked, and it was so bright. You can't even see the sun. It's just brightness over there. I see TikTok after TikTok about this on here. And don't even get me started on the position of the sun. Now, I know in the summertime the sun is more north. That's normal. But how far north it is, I don't know. Because I garden every summer, and I know in the summertime where the sun comes up and how it hits my garden, and there is something off. What are we going to do about this? Because I can't just accept this. I can't. We need to come together and demand answers and be asking, I guess, the right people instead of just TikTok. I don't know who to even ask, but we need to do something, right? What is going on with our sun?
Okay, this is a story about how I went to the Philippines and I got so sunburned that I had to go to the ER. This is me day one, super happy to be there and just having drinks, having a good time. And then we went island hopping. This is where things went wrong, and I went in the water and I decided to do this for a pretty long time. Next morning I didn't feel good at all, and I told Danny's parents I didn't feel good. They didn't believe me until this started happening. We started to get a little worried. I started swelling more. This is me on the ride over to the hospital. This is me at the hospital. Basically, my face just kept swelling. After almost 5 hours in the ER, this is what I looked like. Yeah, everybody was definitely staring at me and thought I was a monster. Morning after hospital, another after hospital. This was me after like 2 days.
Just be gentle though, because if you get into the areas that are not dead skin.
Oh my God.
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they call his name Esau.
Was being in the sun for 4 hours worth it? Probably not. Did I have a good day? Yes. Am I going to be crying tomorrow?
His hand
Probably
took
so.
hold on Esau's heel.
Yes, I will be.
And his name was called Jacob.
But it was a good day.
Isaac was
I actually got up on my
70
surfboard.
years old when
And
she
there's
bare
my
them.
internal cries for help.
And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. You see, so Esau, he can't run, he can't hide. He's red. His true color is red. They're not white, they're red. That's why they try to avoid the sun, and when they do get in the sun, you can see what they really look like. They're literally red people. They're red men. That's what they are. And they can't escape it. And see, that's also a judgment of the Most High. That's also a judgment of the Most High upon these Edomites. The sun hates them. Look at what the sun is doing to their body. It's cooking them, because Esau is half done. They're uncooked. They're not fully cooked. So when they get in that sun literally starts to cook them, and their body starts to heat up and peel, and they get all kind of inflammation, swelling, boils, cancer. That's a curse from the Most High, because the sun loves us. When we get in the sun, we can stay in the sun all day long, and none of those things happen.
Doctor's reaction.
Yo, I don't know who needs to hear this, but this right here, this should not be happening. This is not normal. This occurs after a severe sunburn, okay? Believe it or not, your skin should not be peeling off like foil that comes off of a gum wrapper.
It's gonna be a good one.
Revelations 12:9, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. It's very interesting that, well, we can clearly see who that devil, that dragon, that serpent is. It's Esau. But I find it very interesting the similarities that Esau, these Edomites, have between a serpent, a snake. Both of their skin peel like they reptilian or something. Like, that's just not right. That's not normal, y'all. That's not normal. And I just wanted to point that out. You see that? Did you see that? So to answer the Edomites' question, what are they going to do about the sun and how hot the sun is? And this is my answer. Not a damn thing. Stay in the house and stay out the sun, because ultimately the Most High, he's cleansing the earth. He's ridding it. He's ridding it. He's cleansing the earth. He's cleansing the earth. So he's eliminating what he doesn't want on the earth any longer. And that is so-called whites. The earth is being rejuvenated. The earth is being regenerated. It's going back to its natural state. And it was so-called black people all over the face of the earth. So there's nothing that y'all can do to block the sun out, even though Bill Gates been trying his hardest. The Most High, he's doing this big one right now. We in the last days. He's heating up the sun. He's speeding up the things in the earth. Prophecy is being fulfilled. And that's just what it is. Nothing or no one can stop it. But it doesn't even matter if you stay out the sun or not, because the Most High catch up with you anyways. Y'all forefathers was so wicked. And that's what y'all have to understand. Their wickedness is in your blood. And you continue to be wicked just like y'all forefathers. You murder the innocent and they don't even resist thee. That's the so-called cops constantly murdering and annihilating my people. And my people are standing there with their hands up. They're not resisting. And y'all continue to murder. Well, guess what? The Most High, he is on his murdering spree right now. And that's the sun. And if you think the sun is hot now, you just wait, because it's going to keep heating up. With that being said, you Israelites, acknowledge your sins, repent of your sins, return back to the Most High, and keep his law, statutes, and commandments. Shalom.